Welcome back to the deep dive, everyone. We're here to cut through the noise and really get to the heart of things. Today, we are plunging into a topic that just seems to be everywhere, doesn't it? Using AI, artificial intelligence, to make, well, serious money. And we're not just scratching the surface. We've got our hands on excerpts from AI Millionaire, the 3-phase wealth plan. So this is a specific system we're looking at. Okay, let's unpack this then. It's presented as, a clear roadmap, a system for becoming an AI millionaire. Our mission here is to really dissect this plan. It makes this, frankly, huge claim, going from $0 to over $300,000 a month. And here's the kicker, supposedly. You can do this even if you have zero background in tech. No coding, no computer science degree needed. It's a bold promise.
It really is. And what's fascinating here is precisely that part, the idea that you don't need that deep tech background. I mean, that really pushes against the usual story around AI, doesn't it? Yeah. The one that says it's just for, engineers and data scientists.
Exactly. It feels very exclusive usually.
Right. But this plan frames AI more as an entrepreneurial tool, something accessible. So yeah, the AI millionaire title might sound like pure hype, but the core idea seems less about building the AI itself and much more about applying the AI that already exists to solve actual business problems.
Okay, applying, not building.
Exactly. So we're going to look at the practical steps it claims you can take.
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting angle on using technology that's, pretty much available now, combined with some classic entrepreneurial drive.
That distinction feels really important. Applying versus building definitely sets the stage. So, okay, how does this plan actually propose getting you started? Like practically, it kicks off with phase 1. And the goal here is getting you from zero, literally nothing, to what the source calls your freedom number, $10,000 a month.
The freedom number, I like that framing.
Yeah, and they really stress the accessibility. They keep saying things like no coding, no computer science background. That's got to be appealing if you feel shut out of the tech world. So the main strategy for this first phase is launching your first AI side hustle. And what's useful is they get pretty specific. It's not just vague advice. The method is build a one-person AI automation agency using no-code AI tools.
The no-code element.
Crucial.
Absolutely key, right? Especially for anyone listening who kind of have years of coding under their belt. And when we say no-code AI tools, we mean these platforms, right, where you can use drag-and-drop interfaces or templates.
Exactly. You're not writing Python or anything. You're essentially configuring powerful AI models like language models or automation engines that someone else built. You're piecing them together using these intuitive tools to make something that performs a task. You don't need to understand the deep algorithms underneath.
Like an integrator.
Precisely. You're an AI integrator, maybe a solution architect in a sense. Taking powerful bits of AI and making them solve a problem, this shift in tooling is huge. It's really democratizing access. It lowers that barrier to entry so much. It makes building AI applications possible for, a much wider group of people. Okay, so the tools make it possible. But what are you actually building and selling in this phase?
Well, that's another helpful part. Phase 1 gives concrete examples of proven AI systems. Things like an AI receptionist or an AI booking agent, maybe a social media DM bot.
Yeah, practical stuff.
Very practical. These aren't just, theoretical ideas. They're tools that solve real, immediate problems for businesses. Think about small or medium-sized businesses. Maybe they don't have a big IT team or huge budgets.
Right. They need efficiency.
Exactly. They're always looking for ways to streamline things, save costs, maybe handle customer queries better without hiring more people or buying complex software. So a one-person agency offering these focused AI solutions, that can be very appealing. It's about clear, measurable value.
Right. So you use the no-code tools, build something like an AI receptionist.
Right.
But how do you get customers? Building it is one thing, selling it's another.
Sure.
The plan suggests a pretty direct method here. Land your first clients with a cold email strategy.
The classic cold outreach.
Yeah, this is where the hustle comes in, isn't it? It seems like a clear path, though.
Yeah.
Find a problem, use the tools to build a solution, then reach out directly to businesses that need it.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, that cold email strategy points to a very lean, very proactive startup approach. You're not just putting up a website and waiting, right?
Yeah.
You're actively hunting for clients whose problems you can solve with your specific AI automation.
Makes sense. You need to be proactive.
Definitely. It involves research, finding businesses, figuring out their pain points, then crafting a message showing how your AI bot saves them time or money, or maybe gets them more leads.
So you're a problem solver first.
Exactly. Not just selling tech for tech's sake. Now, the plan makes it sound straightforward, and it can work, but let's be real. Cold outreach takes persistence.
Oh, I bet. Lots of rejection, probably.
For sure. You need to understand your market, refine your pitch constantly based on feedback. It requires serious effort and resilience. The plan highlights the how, but maybe underplays the how hard.
That's a really good point. It's not just click and send emails. It's strategy, persistence, grit, really.
It is. And reliability is huge, too. Even with no code, you need to build something robust that actually works flawlessly for the client. That takes logical thinking, testing.
Right. Okay, so phase one is about getting that first $10 call a month with a no-code agency and cold outreach, understanding it takes real effort. But this plan is called AI Millionaire. It doesn't stop there.
Not at all.
It talks about scaling up significantly.
Yeah.
Moving from that $10K freedom number towards $50,000 plus per month, and then the really big leap, $300,000 plus per month. That's where they say you hit millionaire status.
A massive jump.
Huge. The jump to 50K seems like it might involve scaling the agency model, maybe more clients, a small team, better systems. But getting to $300K plus, the plan outlines different strategies entirely. It specifies 3 things: expand into personal branding, high-ticket AI consulting, and creating info products. This feels like a completely different ballgame than selling AI bots.
It absolutely is.
So what does this shift really mean? For you listening, if you're tracking the AI and business world, how does this path supposedly lead to that kind of serious long-term wealth? It's clearly not just about more bots.
This raises an important question. Why the big strategic pivot in these later phases? And the core reason is value and scalability. Selling those AI bots in phase one. It's good, it gets you started, but it's mostly service-based. Your income is tied to your time or your small team's time.
Limited scale.
Exactly. To hit numbers like $300 a month, you fundamentally have to detach your income from hours worked or projects delivered. You need leverage.
Okay. So how does personal branding fit in? That seems less about direct sales.
But personal branding is key for the next step. It's not about being famous for fame's sake. It's about building authority, trust, becoming a recognized voice in the AI space.
So people see you as an expert.
Precisely. And that credibility is what opens the door to high-ticket AI consulting. These aren't $500 bot setups anymore. We're talking about major engagements, solving complex, strategic problems for bigger companies using AI, maybe custom solutions deeply integrated into their operations.
Right, selling strategy, not just a tool.
Exactly. You're selling your expertise, your strategic insight. That commands much, much higher fees. You move from being, say, a technician to a trusted advisor.
Yeah.
And that reputation, it's built through sharing your knowledge, case studies, insights. That's the personal branding part.
Okay, that makes sense. Branding builds trust for bigger consulting gigs. What about the third piece, info products? How does that get you to $300K a month?
Info products are, well, the ultimate scaling lever here. This is where you package up everything you've learned and experienced. Think online courses, templates, premium guides, maybe a paid community, things you create once but can sell over and over again to potentially thousands of people.
So you decouple revenue from time almost completely.
Almost completely, yes. Minimal extra effort per sale once it's created. Imagine a course on AI for marketing agencies or prompt engineering for sales teams. You build it based on your real-world consulting experience, and then it can generate revenue while you sleep, essentially. It reaches far more people than you ever could one-on-one.
Okay, I see how that scales.
It aligns perfectly with that $300K plus goal because the revenue potential is very high relative to the ongoing delivery cost. You're basically turning your expertise into a distributable, monetizable asset.
Makes sense. But creating good info products isn't trivial either.
Definitely not. It requires real expertise, great marketing, understanding your audience deeply. It's not just build it and they will come. You need to deliver genuine value and promote it effectively.
Right. So it's a logical progression, but each stage requires different skills and probably increasing levels of strategic thinking.
Absolutely. From hustle and direct sales to building authority and consulting to packaging knowledge at scale.
Wow. Okay, this has been a really interesting deep dive into the AI Millionaire, the 3-phase wealth plan. Just to recap the journey this source lays out, it starts with phase 1. Build that one-person AI automation agency. Use no-code tools. Sell things like AI receptionists or DM bots. Get clients with cold email, aim for $10K a month.
The foundation.
Then phase 2 involves scaling that, maybe hitting $50K a month. And phase 3 is the big leap to $300K, plus achieving that millionaire status. And that leap relies on shifting strategy, building a personal brand, moving into high-ticket AI consulting, and creating scalable info products. The core message throughout is that AI is supposedly creating this new class of millionaires, and it's accessible even without that traditional tech background.
Yeah, and this deep dive really shows how the plan focuses on combining those accessible AI tools with, frankly, pretty classic entrepreneurial strategies. Direct outreach early on, then moving to leveraged models like branding and info products later. It really prompts you, the listener, to think beyond just the technology of AI and consider how these structured approaches use human ingenuity, business savvy, to maybe unlock these new kinds of opportunities.
It's the combination that's key.
Exactly. Now, the plan paints a very, very aspirational picture, of course. We know reality involves competition, constant learning, pivots. It's never quite that linear. But this specific roadmap is laid out. And maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. Beyond these specific steps, what challenges or maybe unexpected opportunities might pop up as more and more people try to follow paths like this one into AI entrepreneurship? How will that competition, that influx of people, shape what the next version of these AI wealth plans might look like? It's needed to think about.